My name is Haley Robinson. I was born and raised here in Maryville. I'm newly married to my husband Tyler, and we have a daughter. Her name is Tatum, and she's almost 3. And we also have a chocolate lab. His name is Dale. So my story is pretty interesting, actually. When I was born, my parents were both Jehovah's Witnesses, so I grew up going to that church. It's a religious denomination that a lot of people have probably heard of but don't know a whole lot about. When I was younger, going to school, I quickly realized that the things that my family did were a lot different than what other families were doing. Obviously, like celebrating Christmas, holidays, birthdays, things like that. So I had a general idea growing up of who Jesus was and knew that we are supposed to love like Jesus and that he loves us. However, just as I got older, I had a lot of questions about faith in general and Jesus. Thankfully, I had some amazing friends who are like family to me now, who would invite me to church with them, but it never really was like a priority to have a relationship with Jesus. So if we fast forward to 2021, when Tyler and I had our daughter, if you have kids, you know what I mean, that everything changes whether you're ready or not to have a kid. Although we had amazing support and the best friends and family that we could ask for to help us, I still felt this like pressure on myself that I can't be everything that my family needs me to be without having the help of Jesus. So it was around sometime after Tatum was born that I had accepted Jesus into my heart. So when I asked Jesus into my heart and accepted him as the Lord and Savior of my life, I felt changes in my heart almost immediately. I felt like a weight kind of had been lifted because I knew that I didn't have to worry about all of the anxieties that come with, trying to have a job and be a parent and, all of the things that I felt not failing at, but essentially just overwhelmed with all of the responsibilities. And I realized that I had been living for myself for far too long, even before I had Tatum. And so now I know that I have a true relationship with Jesus. Instead of worrying about things, I pray about things now. It was also important for Tyler and I that Tatum would see us going to church together as a family, worshiping together, praying together, and for her to know that she can have a relationship with Jesus too, as early as we can get her to know that, then that's how we know that we're doing well as parents. So I'm being baptized as an outward way to express all of the changes that Jesus has made in my heart and my life since following him. Everything that I have in my life, I know that all of the glory goes to God for that, and I could have never imagined that my life would be as amazing as it is today and that I could have this relationship with Jesus. I hope that by sharing a little bit of my story that it may inspire someone else who can relate to be able to take their next faith steps as well.